Welcome to Volkswagen's first ever electric minivan, the ID.Buzz. In its first iteration, the 2023 Volkswagen ID.Buzz has a lot in common with its boxer engine grandpa, the Hippie Bus. It's also rear-wheel drive and has a rear motor. In the future, it will also have an all-wheel drive version thanks to an extra electric motor on the front axle. The quirky-looking minivan uses the same platform as the more compact Volkswagen ID.3 and ID.4, with VW known for sharing parts among a massive lineup of vastly different cars. It's called the ID.Buzz as a play on the words bus, like the hippie van was known, and as a reference to the sound of electricity, apparently, because it's electric. Get it? It has room for 5 passengers, their luggage, and their friends' luggage, and you can even transform the rear seats into a bed with an optional trunk tray. Its lithium-ion battery offers 82 kWh of electron juice, but you can only use 77 of them to go for up to 263 miles in WLTP testing. We managed a little over 186 miles during a trip to the mountains in cold, rainy weather. It can charge from 0 to maximum range using an 11 kW AC charging point in 8 hours and 15 minutes. But if you have access to a high-speed 175 kW DC charging station, it can juice up from 20 to 80% in 30 minutes. Despite having a much smaller footprint than the ICE-powered VW T7 multivan, the ID.Buzz weighs over 2.5 metric tons, or as much as a full-size SUV. That is a lot of mass to carry around, but VW engineers have worked wonders to contain most of it in the lower part of the car. All 4 wheels are pushed toward every corner, meaning that it's a lot more stable than it looks at first glance. It will never outhandle a sports car, but it feels way more planted than most ICE-powered minivans out there, also thanks to the battery situated inside the floor of the model between the 2 axles. Volkswagen says the entire drive unit, consisting of a permanent magnet brushless motor paired with a single-speed gearbox, is compact enough to fit in a sports bag, which we wouldn't recommend doing. Maneuvering the ID.Buzz on cramped city streets is a piece of cake thanks to a turning circle of roughly 36 feet, almost as good as a VW Golf. While rather tall, it's a minivan after all. It has a drag coefficient of only 0.29, which may very well be a world record for this category of vehicles. To a Volkswagen perspective again, the much smaller Golf has a drag coefficient of 0.28. There are 3 ways of opening and closing the 2 sliding doors. You can do it with the car's key, from the exterior and interior handles, or by pushing the buttons from the inside. Sharing its MEB platform with models like the ID.3 and ID.4 means that the ID.Buzz also borrows these models' UI, which is one of the least user-friendly infotainment systems on the market. Thankfully, it does have Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. If you're in the habit of changing your AC temperature or the sound volume from time to time, keep in mind that you can only do this safely at night while holding a flashlight. That's because the touch controls for these features aren't illuminated. Well, that concludes the nitty-gritty with the ID.Buzz.